What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now on the option. And that ball is live in the backfield. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce. The offense pounces back on it.
Jackson gonna throw it. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll run it from the gun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it down the right side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. Finds a little space. There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
When your run game's working like this early in the game, man, it makes everything so easy. And after big runs like that, watch for this offense to come back and attack some play action down the field.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown!
about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space.
Why didn't we play the pitch?
Great job by the back on the option.
They're set up to play the pitch.
Does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays.
He read the play wrong and still fucking scored.
They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Washington notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Husky Stadium is worth its weight in gold. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Johnson wants to throw it. He uncorks one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle with Smith. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out into the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. At the 35, he's loose. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Here we go. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The hand to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. Turning it on. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the move, it's Jackson. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Johnson looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Porter. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Number 42 on to punt their way.
Punt is on its way. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open.
All right, moving forward.
How does this big dumb retard keep reading read options wrong and gaining yards on the play?
Defensively, you not only have to worry about the running back, you got to worry about this quarterback getting to the perimeter and hurting you with his speed.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. As send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Lets it fly. Got the tight end outside. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Jackson gonna throw it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
Ohio State 0.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The give to the tailback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's
literally PI.
Downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback.
Fucking Christ.
Great job
Can you
defending
let
the
me
pass,
get some
forcing
stuff,
the
dude?
incompletion on 4th down.
Got
Great
dropped,
team
got
defense
PI.
on the run play. Everybody doing their job. People
Wide
doing
open
their
overthrows?
one-on-ones,
Like, come on.
D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run the option. He'll pull it on the read. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it. And 4th down is coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Calls his own number. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Quarterback will keep it. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. And they dialed up a shot.
That's another PI, uncalled.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll leave it with him. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Making side adjustments here. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete.
Calm the fuck on, dude.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going.
You just got to make sure you're wide open.
Somebody needs to step up,
fucking wide open.
Play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Quarterback extends the play. Finds space on the right.
We're just throwing it at users and not allowing us to go for it.
And perhaps a touchdown saving tackle as they get him
so
down at the 37.
Oh my God.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just
so
seems to always be
ass.
getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man down the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Johnson looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Jackson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. Off the play fake. He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker.
Can I challenge it? Oh my God, I was way over the fucking line. Holy shit, I was way past the first down.
Being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs
I was
that
a yard
timeout
past
later.
the fucking first
This late
down.
in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. Smashes him with the stiff arm.
Holy
he gets
fuck.
across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19.
I was a
in the red
whole
zone.
fucking
We've got a timeout in the waning
half the
seconds
first.
of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Wow.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It is
That's an interception.
incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Fucking boys.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fakes to grab. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Jackson will throw. He unleashes a long one, and it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the punishment has been extended.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he just flat dropped it.
I'm gonna fucking shoot myself.
Before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Johnson looking to throw. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. He rifles one deep to the left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The option look.
Oh my God. You are so ass and so lucky.
How about the timing on that pitch?
Oh my
God. It's going to count a lot
God.
of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Oh, they're after him. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him, because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. From the gun. Give on the inside. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. 42 Spider. Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Finds his man. It's Porter. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you...
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game. There he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
What an enormous play, the 99-yard touchdown pass. But Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going off. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you could hit pay dirt, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
Johnson looking to throw. He lets it fly. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Every once in a while, you have a dude roll out in the scarlet and gray, and they have a day. Terry Glenn, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Santonio Holmes. This guy might be matching up with him by the end of the day.
Well, the sad thing is I could also name 5 other guys off the top of my head who are superstars, too. They always find those guys out wide that are big, fast, and create separation. They find them, and they make big plays, and he's doing it here today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the 2. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gets the back moving. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Leaves it with the running back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Speeding down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
What a play call. 4th and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike, and they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
36.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Johnson wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going to the running game. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. On the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
No monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. And the Buckeyes in the hurry up.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here. But that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Throws to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Johnson looking to throw. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
South Carolina, 51. Ohio State, 49.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Running into the open space.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Handoff to the single back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson gonna throw it. Rushes on him. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.